Hi guys, I'm Anna and today we are going to review Dead Silence by James Wan.
There's an old ghost story around here about a woman named Mary Shaw.
The ventriloquist who lost her voice. Back when I was a boy, the little boy went missing.
There was only ever one suspect, Mary Shaw.
She was murdered.
The men cut out her tongue.
And this town has been plagued by death ever since. Families found without their tongues.
She was buried with her doll collection.
The children, as she called them.
Somebody dug them up. All 100 of them.
I came back. They didn't stay dead.
She's here.
Beware the stare of Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dolls.
Destroy the doll!
And if you see her, do not scream. Or she'll rip your tongue out at the seam.
Dead Silence is actually a hybrid of horror and thriller directed by James Wan in 2007. So the movie started with Jamie Ashton, a man who just lost his wife after receiving a mysterious package containing a doll named Billy. The package brought him to his old hometown, Raven Fair, where there he discovered the legends of Mary Shaw, a murdered ventriloquist with a doll obsession whose eerie presence still lingers around the town. And to his shock, Jamie discovered the fact that his ancestor seems to be the one who held responsible for the death of Mary Shaw. They killed her by forcing her to scream and cut her tongue off. After waking from her death, she woke up with full of vengeance and seek revenge by killing all of the Ashton's family, including Jamie's himself. So Mary Shaw takes the body of the doll she created and proceeds. However, she can only kill those who screams. So there are a few characters that you need to pay attention to in this movie, and the first one is Jamie Ashton. So Jamie Ashton is the son of Edward Ashton, who is the rich man of the Raven Fair, and Jamie Ashton is a husband to Lisa Ashton and almost a dad, and Lisa Ashton is the wife to Jamie. Lisa didn't appear very long, she only appears in the beginning of the story. However, Lisa Ashton is the kickstart to why Jamie decided to unravel the mystery of Mary Shaw. Next character that you need to pay attention to is Billy. So Billy is just a doll that resembles a child, created by Mary Shaw for her to perform on stage. However, after the death of Mary Shaw uses Billy as a body for her to seek revenge on the Ashton's family. So another important character is Henry Walker. Henry Walker works as a magician, and he is important because he plays the role that manages the body of the victim of Mary Shaw. And he has a wife, Marion Walker. So Marion Walker is mentally ill. However, she did play an important role of being the one who can speak with the spirit, including Mary Shaw. So moving on, I love to introduce you guys to another character, Detective Lipton. So Detective Lipton is an investigator in charge of Lisa's murder case. And he is kind of, in a way, to Jamie's investigation, as he accused Jamie of killing his own wife. The next character is Ella Ashton. So Ella Ashton is the stepmother to Jamie and a wife to Edward Ashton. So there's a bit of confusion happening with the character, because in the alternate ending it shows that Ella actually is just a human who is abused by her husband, Edward Ashton, and decided to seek revenge by digging up to Mary Shaw's grave and let the spirit possess her. However, in the original ending of Dead Silence, it shows that Ella turns out to be a perfect doll created by Mary Shaw, which then used by Mary Shaw to seek revenge on the Ashton's family. Now we're going to put our focus on the cinematography and the camera work. So James Wan, he uses a lot of dolly and a lot of close-up in this movie to trigger the sense of suspense, especially at the part where the jump scares happen. And this is something that I learned from James Wan himself in the interview, where he says, real horror lies in sound and not image. And this could be seen in the movie as he uses Billy, who is just a doll, to express as a subject to a supernatural occurrence. And we could see that Billy in a way is scary, but it's not because of his image, but because of the use of background music and the sound effects in the back that made it somehow, in a way, scary, despite him being just a dummy. There's a lot of creepy instrumental thing going on at the back, and a lot of screeching and shrieking that makes the whole story scary. It's not just the doll, it's everything, including the sounds. James Wan really loves dolls. In that silence itself, there's about 101 dolls being used, and we could see that he is operating with dolls in other movies too, such as Annabelle's and Saw. And I guess he really loved it to the point that he uses Creepy Puppet as the name of his Instagram account. But it kind of works for me and I kind of like it. So yeah, we kind of know him for his obsession with the dolls. I guess Mary Shaw isn't the only one who's obsessed with the doll, but James Wan himself is. Because James Wan is famous for his interest in gore as tactics. So we can see that in this movie, especially during the part where Jamie discovered about Edward's death, that Edward's body parts is all being engineered in a certain way to operate as a doll, and at that part it's kind of like gory, but it's kind of weird and I kind of like it. The gore static is somehow very uncomfortably pleasing in some way, but we appreciate it, and we know James Wan is famous for what it is. So we are reaching the end of the review. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and remember, whatever you do, don't scream. I'll see you guys again next time.